Hi everyone, this is Dr. Jimenez, and I wanted to give you what I call the educational technology linkage to the learning theory that we're going to be talking about this week. And part of that theory, or the overall arching theory, deals with social cognitive theory, which is based on the works of Albert Bandura. And one of the key elements of Bandura's work is the concept of modeling. And what I wanted to do is to talk a little bit about how modeling is found in educational technology. And what do I really mean by that? So much of the work that you'll see in the Ormrod chapter will talk about how you can apply modeling techniques in the classroom. And that's great and wonderful, right? That's something we should all know. But I feel like what's missing, especially because we are in an ed tech program, there should be some sort of connection to understand. So how would I replicate one of these, for example, theories in an educational technology context? What kind of technology can I use, or app or tool or resource can I use to help our students, again, enhance their learning or enhance their ability to learn via some sort of tool? And we can do that in a variety of ways. But for the purposes of this particular module, I wanted to focus specifically on the concept of modeling and how modeling can be applied from an ed tech perspective. It's really one of the easiest ways to do it is through the use of video modeling. Now, some of you may have encountered video modeling in the past where a behavior was shown to you. Maybe it was how to teach a lesson. In other cases, it might be step-by-step instructions on how to perform a specific task in an application, like, for example, Google Classrooms, or creating a Word doc or a Google Doc or a Google form, etc. Video is a ubiquitous tool that can be used for a variety of things, including modeling. And when we look at the official definition that's offered to us in terms of video modeling, it's specifically stated as an explicit model of expected behavior that is shown to a person or a group of people through the medium of video. So I can model behaviors to you by simply pointing my camera to me and just recording certain tasks, certain functions. For example, if I needed to model how to perform a specific calculation, if this were a math class, or maybe I'm modeling how to conduct a physics experiment, or maybe I'm just showing folks how you can actually go into a database and search for content such as educational technology in a series of library databases. The point is, you can model behavior, and video is the perfect way to enable us to do that, so that that video can then be used not only as an on-demand video that can be played at any time, but it can be viewed in both in-person classes, it can be viewed online, in asynchronous classes like this one, or even in synchronous modes of learning via tools such as Blackboard Collaborate, Zoom, GoToMeeting, etc. So modeling can be realized through the use of video. And more importantly, I'm just going to quickly talk about the different kinds of video modeling that exist. And according to especially the National Professional Development Center for Autism Spectrum Disorders, which tends to use video modeling as part of their interventions with students, there's really 4 kinds of video. There's basic video modeling, video self-modeling, point of view modeling, as well as what we call video prompting. Now, to give you the official definitions, I'm not going to go through every single item in this presentation here, but what I do want to highlight are a couple of key definitions, specifically the fact that basic video modeling is where you basically are watching one person and you're basically, watching them go through some series of tasks or activities in the video. You can also do video self-modeling, where the learner is videotaped. In other words, maybe you are videotaped and you are successfully showing some sort of expected behavior. This is done for example, for in-service activities in corporate environments. We've used this to see if, for certification purposes, if a leader or a manager has mastered certain skills based on some sort of scenario or coaching activity. But for teachers, this is maybe you videotape your students presenting a lesson or an activity, and this could be a great way to do video self-modeling. There's also point of view modeling, where you basically have an explicit expected behavior that is videotaped from the perspective of a learner. And for example, they're trying to tie their shoelaces, or they're trying to wash their hands, or they're engaging maybe in something more practical, like this is how you turn on a car, or this is how you steer the wheel, for example. The idea is that this is an expected behavior that is videotaped from the perspective of the learner, and then it's shown to the learner. So maybe they can watch it, review it, reflect on what they did or didn't do in the video. And then, of course, there is video prompting, which is really more of an explicit behavior that is broken down into discrete steps, such as, let's show you how you create a Google form step by step. Step 1, log into Google. Step 2, go into Google Forms. Step 3, rename your form, etc. So video prompting is the type of video modeling that is seen a lot in technology cases where we're modeling step-by-steps on performing a task or a function in a program or application. And some of you may have gone through similar video prompting videos, for lack of a better word, when you were learning about your LMSs or Google Classrooms. So the point is, modeling itself does not have to be an in-person activity. We can use certain technologies to support our learning, whether it's to have some of these videos available in perpetuity, or to have these videos available to support learners as part of reinforcement strategies as well. The point is, I wanted to highlight the fact that when it comes to EdTech, not everything is an app, and not everything has to be an app, right? It can just be the simple video camera on your phone, and this can serve as a tool to support modeling in your classroom. You can use other kind of tools, such as, for example, Flipgrid, as well as, of course, using the YouTube app, Vimeo, etc., just to name a few. So hopefully this has given you some perspective and ideas in terms of how you could apply social cognitivist principles, specifically modeling, with the use of video. Thanks again, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon.